I am recording this video very differently than I've recorded most of my other videos. I typically record all my videos on, like all the important videos that I record them on my Rebel, and I edit them, and I make them look all nice, and I do my makeup, and I put on outfits, and I do all this extra stuff. And I feel like I've told y'all before, a lot of times us YouTubers, we can be very fake. Like, let me just tell y'all, a lot of these YouTubers, y'all know, yeah. So, and I don't want to be that way. Like that, my goal in life is to be as authentic as I possibly can. And still make money and, do all of that. But I want to be real with y'all. And I feel like a lot of times, like, people aren't really real with, like, the things that they're going through in life. And they just aren't real about them, period. And I feel like y'all know that I'm real. And I want to keep doing that. So we just go ahead and get to it. I'm ready to stop smoking. There's a lot in my life that's going on. And I told y'all kind of about like the spiritual war that I was going through inside my binge social media video. And this is real, like real stuff. Like people go through stuff and people have these spiritual awakenings and, people go through phases of their life, but no one is really transparent about it. And when I first originally started my YouTube channel, I made a video every single day. And that was because I was so excited and passionate about sharing my journey with you guys going off to college. And the only way I knew how to be real was to make sure I recorded every piece and every part of that process, which I did, and you can go back and see now, and I'm so happy that I have that to look back on. But I just need to be real with y'all. I recorded a video, honestly, and I had my makeup done and all this stuff. And the title of that video was going to be called Something's Got to Give. I recorded this video, and pretty much what I talked about in the video, this was like last week. I recorded the video, and I talked about my journey and my wanting to quit smoking, and also me pretty much wanting to give up sex, honestly. I talked about it a little bit, but I didn't really touch on it. And I was going to edit it and upload it, but I didn't upload it because I effed up. Like the day after that, I ended up smoking. Like 2 days after that, I ended up engaging in sexual activity with someone who I care about. It wasn't anybody random. Like, I'm not one of them girls at all, which I will get more into in that video. But to sum it up, I recorded this video and I just got discouraged, and I was like, I deleted it because I'm like, Jay Eli, like, who are you kidding? Like, you're never gonna be one of those people who can go a day without smoking. You're never gonna be one of them girls who's gonna be celibate and wait, and like, that's not you. And I felt like in a way I was kind of just like discouraging myself, like, and I realized that wasn't me discouraging myself, like that was the enemy. Like that was the enemy telling me like that, telling me what I am. And I was listening to that instead of listening to myself and listening to God. And God is telling me that he wants me to be a new person. Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. Like, my relationship with G.O.D., he like, look, Jay, I'm trying to tell you something. Girl, you got potential, girl. I could see you on a magazine, girl. I could see you living out your dreams, girl. But in order for you to get to that place, you're going to have to sacrifice something. You're going to have to give up something. I don't know what it is you're going to give up, but you're going to have to give up something if you want to reach the destiny. And if you want to see me, girl, you're going to have to give them niggas up. Okay, maybe he ain't say that part, the niggas. See, I'm a work in progress. I'm hot. I'm so hot right now. I got this robe on, and I'm trying to, it's like 80 degrees in my house. But no, seriously. So I just felt like I've been transitioning for like 2 years now. Like, when I first dropped out of school and I had that whole like life crisis and stuff, like that was the beginning of me, I guess you can say, I don't know, that was the beginning of the transition. Like when I dropped out of school, that's when the first time in my life I felt like, okay, like something is off here. Like that was for the first time in my life. That's when I first got lost. And I was like, okay, like you don't know who you are anymore. Like you don't know what you stand for. You don't know what you want out of life. And in that process, I felt like that's when I began transitioning into this person I was supposed to be in terms of like my purpose and my videos and everything. I started making more like spiritual enlightening videos, and I started dabbing more into my poetry. Like I started transitioning into the person that I was supposed to become about 2 years ago. But I do not like, it's really hard for me to get out of my comfort zone like anybody else. And because of that, I found myself like back in Baltimore. Like I literally moved away. I'm like, forget school, forget everybody. Like I'm done. I don't need them no more. And then like I found myself back in Baltimore. Like a few months later, I started running back. Found myself running back to my ex-boyfriend. You know, like real live. Like I'm being 100 with y'all. Like, and I'm like, okay, so what was the point of dropping everything if you was just gonna run back and be the same person? Pause. Now, fast forward into now, y'all, I'm just going to be 100 with y'all. Like, I ain't smoked. The longest time I've been without smoking was like 3 days. And that was to take a drug test. And let me tell you, I didn't even take the drug test because I was so adamant about smoking. I told myself, I don't want to get a good job if I have to, like, I would rather serve and be able to smoke than to, like, have a good high-paying job. And, you know, I just can't do no drugs. Like, but I didn't do that. I took the easy way out, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep this job, and that was me staying in my comfort zone. And I'm here to say that like 99.9% of my friends smoke, and I'm just gonna say why I've decided to start smoking and why I pretty much like I'm ready to change, y'all. Like, and I want to be as transparent with this process, and I want y'all to walk with me on this journey because I see people like me. No, matter of fact, pause. I don't see a lot of representation in the media and on YouTube of girls like me who are really trying to better themselves, like physically, spiritually, emotionally. And I mean spiritually more than I mean anything else. We live in a world today where like everything goes, and it's like if you tell somebody that you're like working on yourself, like people look at you sideways when you try to better yourself and do things that you know are going to put you in a better position for your life. And I realized that like if you tell people that you're trying to do something good, like a lot of times people will discourage you from doing things that are better for you and bettering yourself. So I'm just gonna say I've been smoking since I was like 14 years old. Like, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. Like, roughly 14 years old. Hit my first blunt behind the trailer during lunch in high school. I didn't really become a heavy smoker until I was probably about 20. Like I said, when I hit that rock bottom, when I broke up my ex-boyfriend and I dropped out of school, that's when I saw myself smoking the most. Like, that stress caused me to smoke more than anything else. I don't think weed, because that's all I've ever done. Like, that's all I smoke, whatever. Weed, I don't think that is the problem itself. I think abusing the substance is the problem. And people be like, oh, you can't get addicted to weed, da-da-da-da-da. No, you don't get addicted to marijuana and the THC. You get addicted to the actual act of smoking. And I don't think that the THC is bad for you at all. I don't think the cannabis is bad for you. I think the actual smoking is bad for you. Like, it got to a point where for me, y'all, I have not been more than 3 days without smoking in like the past 2 years. And I've seen a lot of changes in myself. I'm going to be honest. I feel like before I started smoking, like, I was a lot more involved on campus and school and everything. I feel like I was a lot happier, honestly, before I started smoking. I feel like, well, kind of, not really. I was kind of depressed. I don't know. I've been depressed my whole life. But anyways, I feel like that, like, you know, honestly, for me, insomnia is a big deal. I suffer from depression. And because of that depression, I stay up all nights of the hour. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, sometimes I will be done. I won't have nothing to do. I will literally be tired and stay up until 5 in the morning, just because I can't get myself to go to sleep. And I started depending on weed to put myself to sleep, and I started smoking at night. It became a thing where I would only smoke at night. Then it became a thing where it was like, okay, I need to smoke in the morning too, because people irritate me throughout the day, and I better smoke in the morning too. Then it became that to like, okay, I need another blunt in the middle of the day, like when I get off of work or like I get out of class, like to just, and then it became 3 blunts a day. And then you never know, that could turn into 4. And it's honestly very hard to have this conversation with you guys right now, because just thinking about all this, my brain just literally went like, go to the gas station, get a backwood, and go get some weed. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to stick it out. But no, seriously, and I just realized, for me personally, like, I have a lot of trauma from my childhood. Like, just being honest, we're grown. We could do this, right? I got a lot of trauma. I suffer from depression, which is a result of the trauma. And there's a lot of things that, like, I never really, like, worked on within myself, like, and talked out with, like, a therapist or whatever. Like, I did, but I didn't continue. And I just think that, like, in all honesty, like, I use weed as a way to cope. And it's like, you can only use it to cope but for so long, because when you're not high, you still have those same issues in your head. Like, they don't go away. They go away temporarily. And I just feel like weed has been a temporary fix to my problems. And now I feel like at 22, in my last year of college, preparing to go out into the real world, as people say, something has to give. Like, I'm tired, y'all. Like, I'm serious. I'm tired. In my flesh, in my spirit, like, I'm tired. And I think that the only way to get over that and to move past it and to address my problems is to be able to live with myself 100% sober. Like, you know, I have to be able to deal with those thoughts. And for me, it gets so bad because as soon as my thoughts get too crazy, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, seriously, this is real. Like, it'd be nice, like, I'll be suicidal. Like, I'll go crazy, get suicidal, start thinking all this stuff. And it'll literally only be because, like, my anxiety and my mind is running 1,000 miles per hour, and I don't know how to slow it down, so I get a blunt. And it's just like, I need to stop doing that. Why? Because I think it kind of slightly F's up some of my creativity. And I think that me as a person, I am naturally more energetic. Like, I'm just like a bubbly, like, ah. And I realize that, like, I'm more bubbly and energetic and like that when I don't smoke. When I do smoke, I'm like a zombie. Like, I'm just like chill, quiet, barely can keep my eyes open. Like, y'all know the deal. So this is pretty much the start of a new journey. My goal is to hopefully be able to upload one of these videos a day. It's going to be hard, but that's why I plan on using my webcam for like this diary process. It's not going to be anything special because I want to be 100 with y'all, and I know there's going to be days where, like, I'm going to be going through withdrawal really bad, and I'm going to talk to you guys and explain those feelings and tell you how I'm getting through it, because I don't want this generation of people to smoke all their problems away and wake up 20 years later and realize that you never solved anything, and then these problems get passed on to our children, and our children never resolve them, and vice versa. So I am taking a stand, and I am quitting smoking marijuana. Maybe not permanently, I'm just going to be honest. But definitely temporarily, at least for a few months. Like, I got to give it up, y'all. Like, I owe it to myself to know who I was before I became this, like, numb person. Like, I want to get back to that happy girl that I was. Like, woman now, but I want to get to a point where I don't need a blunt when I have a bad day. I just need to lay down and rest my head. You know, like, I just want to get stronger mentally, physically, and that's what I'm into right now. I want to better myself, and this morning, y'all, I woke up actually pretty refreshed because I went to sleep a little bit earlier last night, and I went to work. I ate a little bit of breakfast this morning. I usually never eat breakfast because it's hard for me to wake up in the morning because I smoke at night, and that's another thing. Because I smoke at night, it does help you sleep, but it makes it very hard to wake up because you enjoy your sleep so much that I never want to wake up. And that's not good for me because I'm a businesswoman. I got things to do. So I need to learn how to be a morning individual. And that would help if I didn't smoke because usually I have to smoke in the morning to wake myself up. Like, it's crazy. And I'll get more into it each day. But today is day one. I went to work this morning. I did not smoke. Honest to God. Last night I rolled up a blunt, and hopefully that's my last blunt for a while. Like I said, the more I talk about it, the more I get tempted. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I slip up, I'm going to tell y'all. But today is day one, and it is now... I went to work. After I came home from work, I had to drop somebody off. Then I had to run to the store. Then I went to the gym, had a great workout, a phenomenal workout, which you guys can go see a part of that on my Instagram. And I'll probably do like a blog of me going to the gym and everything for you guys. But I just feel like personally, there is so much more time that I can gain, so much more energy, so much more... I believe that if you want something, you're going to have to make sacrifices for it. And the biggest things in life, the biggest rewards usually require the greatest sacrifices. And I'm at a point in my life where I just kept wondering, I'm like, Jayla, like, you got the equipment, you got the tools, you got the resources. Why are you not producing? Why are you not already have a blog? I know that everything happens for a reason and time, but knowing myself and the person I am, there's no reason I shouldn't have had my blog out a year ago. Knowing the person that I am, there's no reason why I'm only at 2,200, almost 3,000 subscribers. Like, I should be at 10K by now, honestly. And that all comes from me. Like, I'm not blaming nobody on that. But times, I'm going to be honest, like, a lot of the times I get high, it don't even be with people who are like really, really my best friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be around people who I know don't give a mess about me. So I don't want to keep ranting because I could talk to y'all all literally forever about my life and what I'm doing and what I'm going through. But this is day one. It's almost 9 o'clock. I haven't smoked anything. I'm not going to smoke anything. We're going to keep going. I literally prayed. I prayed last night and I asked God, I said, God, please, just give me the strength to not even desire it anymore. If you can take that away from me, that'll be everything. So I think that praying, and I've also, the whole thing that sparked this whole transformation in my life was literally, I was watching videos on One Church LA. And if you haven't watched them, please go watch them. Like I said, I'm not a very spiritual person, guys, but I'm not a very religious person, but I'm very spiritual. And my family background does have some religious, I guess you can say, ties or connections. But my immediate family we're more spiritual. And I look at online sermons and everything for the more spirituality side of it. But I've actually been studying Christianity, and it's not that bad. Like, it's working for me. And I've decided that I want to get baptized. And that's something that I'm working on, getting done hopefully very soon. But it's a wake up call, y'all. Like, this is not a game. You cannot play with your life anymore. I'm sorry, you can't. Life is too short. I believe in afterlife. I believe that afterlife is even more important than the life we live now. So if I gotta live right and make some sacrifices right now on earth so that I can live eternally, you got me. So, I'm in it. Now, I'm a work in progress, like I said, but I just wanted to be real with you guys, because this is what I'm going through. I'm not a follower, Mo. Like, God put me here to lead, and I'm going to lead y'all in the right path. Like, literally. I'm not going to be out here doing anything for likes. And, I can't no more. I was that person, and I'm growing, and I'm changing, and I want y'all to grow with me. And, I want my friends to grow with me, and I want my family to grow with me, and my fans, I want y'all to grow with me. We can grow together. This, it's not a me thing. It's a us thing. It's as a collective, we would thrive if more people put this energy into bettering themselves. And I feel like everybody does get to that point in life where, you do realize, it's time to get serious about it and to not be drunk all the time or partying or high or whatever. And it takes sacrifice and it takes time, but I truly believe in my heart right now that if I can sacrifice sex until I'm in a committed relationship, not even marriage, but a committed relationship, that's sad that I had to specify that. That's another topic. But if I can do that, and if I can give up smoking temporarily, might not even have to be forever, but if I can just give it up for a couple of months, I think that says a lot. I think that says a whole lot, and I think God will be very pleased with that. And I've already seen just like a change in my mindset, like in 24 hours of just deciding that it's time to make a change. Like seriously. And I talked to my mom, and she's great because she understands everything that I feel. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, are you guys struggling with something? Is it something that you're battling with, that you're fighting, that you want to let go, but you don't know how to let go? What I'm going to do is I'm going to post in this thing here. I'm going to post like my email or whatever. And if you guys want to email me anything you're dealing with, I mean, like, if you're just having boy problems, if you're in high school and you're having girlfriend problems with your female friends, and anything you guys want, I am here to, as a living witness, to give you guys my testimony and to be open with you guys and to become the best me I can become, but also help all of you become the best you that you all can become. So talk to me. I'm all for the open discussion. If you guys have questions, if you need help, advice, email me. Write it down. Put it in the comments. I will respond to you guys. I promise I will. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you like the realness, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Honestly. Peace.